Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2022 Annual General Meeting of AI Media Technologies Limited. My name is Deanne Weir. I am the Chair of AI Media and I'm delighted to have you all here. It is 9 a.m. We have a quorum present and I therefore declare the meeting and poll open. Thank you for attending today. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge that we are meeting here today on the lands of the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, and I'd like to pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. And I would like to start today by introducing the members of the board and the company secretary. Now, I'm joined in person today by our entire board, which is very exciting. Directors John Martin, Cheryl Hayman and Alison Loach. And our Managing Director, CEO, Tony Abrahams. And a special shout out to Alison, who joins us. She has joined us from Canada. And actually the full board has spent a couple of days together and had some fascinating conversations. It's been a really good couple of days. Our Chief Financial Officer, Mr. John Bird, is also in the room today. And our Company Secretary, Lisa Jones, is unfortunately unable to join us. She was going to be here in person, but didn't plan on getting COVID. So Lisa is on the telephone and we thank her for joining us and send her all good wishes to be feeling much better very soon. The company's auditor, Josh Chanchel, is also in attendance and will address any questions that you may have about the audit and financial of the financial statements later on in the morning. And I'd also like to welcome Glenn Rogers from Computershare, AI Media's share registry provider. Glenn is in the room and he will be conducting the final voting poll. Now, the purpose of today's meeting is to deal with the formal business as set out in the notice of annual general meeting. I will deliver the chairman's report and then our CEO, Tony Abrahams, will present a report on financial year 2022 and give an update on our broad strategic intent around future growth. We'll then consider the resolutions set out in the notice of meeting and I will outline the voting arrangements ahead of that section. There'll be an opportunity for shareholders to ask questions during the formal items of business as they relate to the resolutions being considered. Now, before we move to the business of this year's meeting, I would like to take just a few minutes to reflect on some of the events that have shaped the year for AI Media. It has been a year of transformation for the company, and I think that we've emerged as a stronger company poised for sustained earnings growth. Since our ASX listing in September 2020, AI Media has made 4 strategic acquisitions that have significantly enhanced our technology, product suite, sales footprint and talent. In particular, our May 2021 acquisition of the leading US technology company EEG Enterprises presented us with a transformational opportunity to become a future-proofed technology company. We've now successfully combined EEG's deep suite of market-leading technology with our own existing technology stack, allowing us to become a true one-stop shop for captioning, translation and transcription solutions. This key strategic milestone saw AI Media and EEG debut as a combined entity at the 2022 National Association of Broadcasters show in Las Vegas, signalling the start of a really exciting new era for the company as the world's leading technology captioning technology vendor. AI Media now has all of the fundamentals in place to drive increased growth in an ever-growing live captioning, transcription and translation market. Of course, as I'm sure you all recognise, this year has had its challenges with an increasingly uncertain economic and geopolitical outlook and the resulting broad correction of technology stocks. As a significant AI Media shareholder myself, it has been disappointing that the company's stock price doesn't reflect the growth or the potential of our business. Indeed, we actually feel there's a real fundamental disconnect between AI Media's current share price and the inherent value of the business. The strategic technology investments we've made mean that AI Media is ideally placed to take advantage of this accelerating global demand for high quality, secure and convenient captioning, transcription and translation solutions. The evolution of our product suite and our strategy following on from the acquisition of EEG has put the company in a much better position. However, it may be that this evolution could have been better communicated to the market. So we will continue working on our communication strategies to ensure that the scope of the opportunities ahead is as clear to the market as it is to us. Our company's transformation has taken place against the backdrop of increasing global adoption of the free automatic speech recognition, or ASR, captioning that's offered by major virtual platforms like Zoom and Microsoft Teams. The rapid adoption of free captions since COVID-19 has popularised the benefits of captioning and really heightened demand for captioning services. Now, while these free services have eroded some of our position with our education clients, organisations across the globe, from leading enterprises and government agencies to educational institutions and broadcasters, they're all increasingly seeking technology solutions that not only provide higher levels of captioning accuracy, security and scalability, but also that one-touch convenience that's offered by those free captioning services. With the technology and the suite of solutions that AI Media possesses today, we've now got all of the fundamentals in place to capitalise on this demand for higher quality, more secure and convenient on-demand technology-driven captioning solutions. And we've really only just begun harvesting the immense opportunity that that creates. AI Media continues to focus on driving increased technology and SaaS revenue, while continuing to offer the highest quality human-curated live captioning. So this shift has seen us pivot from a strategy where we would target individual end users to one where we're focusing on the world's largest organisations who often require that mix of technology and premium services. Our traditional services products continue to attract new customers like Google and Amazon. The tech giants now use our premium human captions to ensure accessibility across their global locations. Upselling to existing customers has further increased our services revenue, with the likes of Snap and Twitch and LinkedIn all adding our premium captions to their current use of cloud services. In the past year, AI Media has laid solid foundations with customers in a range of industries, from government and broadcast to sport and enterprises. And we're now positioned to sort of further cement our presence in those industries and unlock long-term growth. We're committed to scaling our software as a service, our SaaS business, to drive margin growth and further improve profitability. As mentioned in our 2021 AGM, we continue to see our revenue mix trend towards 50% services, 50% SaaS revenue. We believe that our vision to make the world's content accessible for everyone and our proud legacy as a purpose-driven organisation makes AI Media an attractive captioning partner of choice for the world's leading organisations. Our range of solutions provide accessibility while changing the way millions worldwide actually consume content, helping them to work, study, play, and communicate more effectively. We're excited to have you, our shareholders, with us on this journey as we continue to drive positive outcomes across the globe. And I thank you very much for your ongoing support. And I do want to thank my fabulous fellow board members for their insight and their wise counsel. And of course, my sincere thanks to our management team and our passionate staff across the globe. Their ongoing commitment to deliver quality, secure and convenient technology-driven captioning solutions will ensure the success of your company. So I'd now like to welcome Tony Abrahams, AI Media's co-founder and chief executive officer, to address you.
Thank you, Deanne. I'd like to join with our chair in welcoming each of you to our 2022 AGM. The past year has been one of transformational growth for AI Media, where we made huge gains in realising our global vision to make the world's content accessible for everyone. AI Media's transition from a managed services business to a technology business delivering scalable SaaS products is at the core of this transformative growth. While we focus on bringing new customers to the table, we are also actively displacing our more expensive but lower margin legacy services revenue with higher margin subscription SaaS revenues. Over the course of the year, SaaS revenue increased by over 40%, with further significant increases expected in the years ahead. The past year has seen us further extend AI Media's global footprint and market offering, all while successfully integrating our 4 recent strategic acquisitions. And thanks to this successful integration, we've received industry recognition for our expanded range of pioneering technology. Just last week, AI Media won the Creative Tech category of the Innovation Oz 2022 Awards for Excellence, which shows just how valuable our solutions are to the tech community. Buoyed by these achievements, AI Media is the only global one-stop shop of captioning, translation and transcription solutions, and an irreplaceable technology partner for the biggest and best global organizations and global brands. 2 of the world's leading captioning innovators became one when AI Media acquired EEG Enterprises in May 2021. Since then, AI Media has transformed its market offering to better serve the growing demand for high-quality captioning worldwide. This demand has grown far beyond its broadcasting origin. Today, captioning is a priority for producers in live streaming media, events, corporate, education, government, municipalities, and more. Now, all these creators have access to AI Media's one-stop shop for high quality and secure live captioning, transcription, and translation on demand. By successfully integrating EEG's advanced technology, AI Media offers end-to-end captioning, transcription, and translation solutions to meet any customer requirement or price point. We provide real-time multilingual captioning of everything from breaking news and live sport to lectures, international conferences, and parliamentary proceedings. AI Media offers all the hardware and software customers need for live captioning, transcription, and translation in one place, including a range of on-prem, virtualized, and cloud captioning encoders. This vast technology stack seamlessly integrates with AI Media's range of captioning solutions, including our flagship Lexi ASR solution and premium human captioning services. All of this is made possible thanks to iCap, the world's largest captioning delivery network, which provides unmatched reliability, security, and integration between AI Media's solutions and third-party captioners and systems across the globe. Organizations across the globe are increasingly realizing that the benefits of captions go far beyond simply providing accessibility. They are also proven to enhance engagement, comprehension, and information retention, while multilingual captions can break down language barriers to tap into wider audiences. AI Media is leading the way in delivering these benefits to organizations across the globe. Thanks to the integration of EEG, we now have the additional engineering excellence to create breakthrough solutions that harness the highest quality encoding technology, which in turn makes captioning far more simple, cost-effective, and efficient. One example is our innovative Smart Lexi solution, which melds machine learning automation with expert human curation. Sky News Australia and home shopping network TVSN were the first to adopt Smart Lexi to provide their audiences with high-quality captioning. AI Media will continue leveraging its technology and talent to make high-quality captioning and translation easier and ever more cost-effective. AI Media's unique product suite offers end-to-end captioning, translation, and transcription solutions to large customers. Whether to provide accessibility for a virtual meeting, a large screen display at a stadium, a TV broadcast, we have all the technology to confidently deliver a solution for any customer need. a unique capability among our industry peers. This product suite combines the best technology, security, and service. This provides a significant opportunity to increase our share of wallet from customers, such as the hundreds of top-shelf US broadcasters who have been loyally purchasing EEG technology for decades. These customers are now sampling the expanded products and services that we offer, including premium captioning and translation, as well as Lexi and Smart Lexi. Expanding EEG's market-leading captioning technology outside of the US has been a major achievement in FY22. The ICAP network now covers the EMEA and APAC regions, with long-standing Australian customers, the 9 network and the 7 network, set to become the latest beneficiaries of this technology in the months ahead. We are also firmly focused on and have made significant inroad towards vastly increasing the amount of Lexi captioning we deliver through the ICAP network. In FY22, AI Media delivered 21.9 million minutes of Lexi captioning through the network, more than double that of the previous year. We've successfully transitioned an increased volume of ICAP minutes to Lexi in several high-profile customer transitions, including Channel 7, ESPN, Fox, ABC Americas, CBS, and Sky News Australia. All these achievements have taken place while AI Media signed and renewed key clients, including Google, Microsoft, NBC, TVSN, Parliament of New South Wales, and most recently, the 7 network. We are the largest captioning provider in the Australian market with a truly global client base. Around 3/4 of our total revenue is generated outside of Australia from our teams in the US, UK, Singapore, and Canada. Today, AI Media has the technology, team, and market-leading reputation to further accelerate growth in an ever-expanding speech-to-text market worth over $20 billion a year. With our expansive end-to-end suite of live solutions, we are uniquely positioned to meet the growing need of accessible content worldwide across all industries. The dramatic increase in demand for captioned content has seen ASR technology advance significantly in recent years, with the world's leading virtual platforms now offering live captions free as part of their subscriptions. This is a technological shift which we anticipated and for which we are very well prepared. Since launching live captioning on the Facebook platform in 2017, we have invested heavily in ASR and acquired EEG to improve our technology suite and the defensibility of our business model. The integration of EEG's encoding, ICAP delivery, and flexible display technology provides AI Media with a unique advantage in the market and a significant growth opportunity, particularly with respect to broadcast and large enterprise customers. Driving increased SaaS revenue remains a core focus for AI Media, and we are prioritizing investment in our expanding suite of cloud solutions, all of which are available to existing customers on the ICAP network. We are particularly excited about Subsilo, which was launched to market in June of 2022. Subsilo is designed to ensure that our customers get the most out of their live captions and transcripts after the session is completed. This powerful archiving and search tool allows users to view captions of an entire session as raw text, and through an intuitive web portal, users can search and scroll through time-stamped captions in real time or post-session. Subsilo presents a significant growth opportunity for AI Media, providing the chance to upsell our existing captioning customers and target new ones, especially in the government, corporate, and media sectors. The benefits of Subsilo have already been realised by some of the world's most important institutions, including the UK Parliament and the Parliament of New South Wales, as well as our long-standing broadcast customers, the Seven Network and Sky News Australia. Launched in July of this year, the Lexi Preferred Partner Program is a strategic driver of our SaaS growth. The program enables us to partner with human-led captioning companies that conduct high volumes over the ICAP network. Partners become licensed resellers of Lexi at an exclusive discount, opening up new revenue streams and widening their addressable market. Partners access a range of benefits, including R&D collaboration, sales team training, marketing collateral, insights reports, exclusive co-marketing initiatives, and flexible billing terms, among a raft of other benefits. AI Media drives growth through a wide range of channel partnerships, which deliver new sales funnels and enable the business to access a broad range of new customers. Recently added channel partners include live events producers SpotMe, Cvent, Hopin, Media Platform, and Horizon Broadcast, among others. A key technology partnership has been formed with industry leader Grass Valley, making Lexi captions available in Grass Valley's agile media processing platform known as AMP. AMP customers can now add Lexi and Lexi Translate to their content in real time with a few clicks. Pending negotiations, several more industry players are expected to become licensed partners in the coming months. The outsized demand for live captioning content continues to grow, particularly as people have come to expect it by default through the pandemic. The increasing accessibility regulations of countries seeking compliance with the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities are also driving future demand. However, there are other forces at play too. Organisations worldwide are increasingly recognising the many benefits of captions and multilingual translations, including the ability to maximise engagement and global reach of their content. AI Media is uniquely placed in the market to serve this increasing demand for caption content. Our unmatched ability to deliver an end-to-end captioning, translation and transcription solution for any customer need has seen us achieve record volume growth in the last year. With our constant product innovation, the expansion of our SaaS offering, and our strategy targeting the biggest and best global organisations, I'm confident that AI Media has all the foundations in place to achieve further success in the years to come. I'd like to thank my board for their exceptional leadership and the entire team of AI Media employees and contractors, and our fantastic global customers for their partnership through this exciting technology transition. And of course, I would like to thank all of our shareholders for their support. I'll now hand back to our chair. Thank you, Deanne.
Thank you very much, Tony. Now, for anyone following along at home on the version of the speech my speech that was released this morning, you will have noticed I skipped a page, which is a bit embarrassing, so I apologise for that. The only thing I would highlight in that is that I missed, perhaps, was just to mention a couple of additional extra customers, Tony, that we didn't mention, which was, for example, GB News, which is our first captioning customer out of the new broadcaster out of the UK, and we're captioning their content 24/7, with Smart Lexi, which is pretty exciting. And an example of upselling existing customers to our SaaS solution would also be a unit of the United States Department of Defence. They recently expanded their use of our Falcon encoder and Lexi, and they're now connecting the world's media to the US military service personnel through that service. So they're just another couple of examples. So I apologise for that little snafu. Right. So moving on then to the more formal business of the day. We would, of course, welcome comments or questions from shareholders who hold a yellow card in relation to either my report or to Tony's report. Before asking your question, I would ask you to please state your name and whether you are a shareholder in your own right, or whether you are attending as a proxy for one or more shareholders. If you are attending as an attorney or a shareholder or proxy, please state your name and the name of the shareholder or proxy you represent. So, are there any questions or comments on Tony's presentation or my presentation? All right, thank you very much. Moving on then, we will move to the formal business of the meeting. So, as set out in the notice of meeting and explanatory statement, there are 6 items of business today, and they are displayed on the screens behind me. Item 1 is for consideration only, so there is no vote required. All other items are ordinary resolutions that require a shareholder vote. Now, upon registering for the meeting this morning, you will have received either a green, yellow or white coloured admission card. For those who have a yellow admission card can speak and ask questions. Persons entitled to vote are all shareholders, representatives and attorneys of shareholders and proxy holders who hold those yellow admission voting cards and will also be used as poll voting cards. If you are attending in more than one of those capacities, you will have been issued with as many yellow voting admission cards as you have separate capacities. If anyone believes they're entitled to vote in any capacity and does not have a yellow voting admission card, please raise your hand now and Glenn from Computershare will assist you. If you're a proxy holder, a summary of the votes to which you are entitled has been attached to the yellow voting admission card. White cards have been assigned to visitors other than shareholders and do not carry rights to speak or ask questions when the business of the meeting is being conducted, nor the right to vote. If you have a question, please hold up your yellow admission card, state your name prior to the question being asked. Please direct any questions you may have to me as chairman, and I will either deal with the question personally or ask someone who is better placed to respond, and we will do our best to answer all questions that are raised. Now, as chairman of the meeting, it is my intention to cast any undirected proxy votes in favour of all resolutions. I will declare the proxies held by me at the start of each resolution by showing them on the screen. And of course, anyone listening along at home, you will be able to see those on the presentation screen as well. You will see, as you'll see from the notice of meeting, the board recommended voting by direct vote for all resolutions. Direct voting enabled shareholders to vote without attending the meeting or appointing a proxy. Voting on all items of business will be conducted by a poll. The vote by poll will be conducted by Computershare, and again, the poll is open for each of the resolutions in the notice of meeting. Glenn Rogers of Computershare, sitting over here, will conduct the poll as returning officer. Your voting cards will be collected by Glenn before the poll is closed. And if you need to leave early, please complete your voting card and present it to him. As chairman of the meeting, I'll ensure that there are opportunities for separate deliberation concerning the items of business at today's meeting, and discussion will be invited upon each of the items. Please hold questions on executive remuneration until we get to the remuneration report resolution. Of course, we encourage debate and the airing of all issues, but it is important that comments and questions are succinct and restricted to the subject matter of the business and resolutions set out in the notice of meetings. Details of proxy and direct votes for each resolution will be shown on the screens at the conclusion of the discussion. All right, apologies for all that formality, but it is required. So, shall we move into the formal business by looking at the notice of meeting, 4.1. So, ladies and gentlemen, a copy of the notice of meeting and explanatory statement containing the resolutions to be considered today were provided to shareholders last month. I will take the notice of meeting as read, and I now move to the formal agenda. So, item 4.1, financial statements and reports. The first item of business is to receive and consider the annual financial report of the company for the financial year ended 30 June 2022, together with the declaration of the directors' report, the remuneration report and the auditor's report. The reports are contained in the annual report, which was released to the market on 30th of August 2022. I will take those reports as read and now lay them formally before the meeting. Shareholders were invited to submit questions in advance of today's meeting to our auditor on the conduct of the audit, the preparation and contents of the auditor's report, the accounting policies adopted by AI Media in relation to preparation of the financial statements, and the independence of the auditor in conducting the audit. Are there any questions on the annual report or audit opinion for either the auditor or the board? No? Okay, thank you. There is no requirement to actually vote on item 1, so I'll now move to the items of business which do require a formal resolution. So resolution number 1 relates to the adoption of the remuneration report. Now, this resolution is an advisory, non-binding resolution required by the Corporations Act in relation to the adoption of the remuneration report, which forms part of the annual report released on 30th of August. The remuneration report is set out on pages 29 to 34 of that annual report and provides information regarding executive and director remuneration. The resolution is displayed on the screen. I will now be happy to answer any questions or receive any comments you may have in regard to our remuneration report. Okay, thank you. Details of the direct and proxy votes that have been received are displayed on the screen. Thank you very much. I will now move to resolution number 2. Resolution number 2 relates to the election of Ms. Cheryl Hayman. The resolution is displayed on the screen, and Cheryl's credentials have been outlined in the explanatory statement attached to the notice of meeting and outlined in the annual report. I would like to say that since, it's been an absolute pleasure having Cheryl join the board in March. She's just brought just a whole new fresh perspective, incredible background and marketing expertise, and an established and accomplished director, listed company director, and yes, it's just an absolute pleasure to have her at the table. So thank you, Cheryl, for being willing to serve. Would anyone like to ask any questions or express any views in regard to the resolution to elect Cheryl Hayman as a director of the company? No? All right. Then details of the direct and proxy votes that have been received are displayed on the screen. And that's pretty impressive, Cheryl. So thank you. I'll now move on to resolution number 3. And resolution number 3 relates to the re-election of our Canadian friend, Ms. Alison Lote. The resolution being considered is displayed on the screens, and Alison's credentials, of course, have been outlined in the explanatory statement attached to the notice of meeting and are outlined in the annual report. And, not only is it a pleasure to have Alison here with us in person today, but she just adds such incredible value to the board in terms of a global perspective and a deep knowledge of, ESG issues, really significant governance experience and a real passion for the company. And we are delighted to have you here with us, IRL. Would anyone like to ask a question or express a view in relation to this item? All right, no comments or questions were received. Details of the direct and proxy votes that have been received are displayed on the screen momentarily. Thank you.
That's great. They're actually mine. Almost the same.
There, I think they're pretty much the same. Oh, having a slight technical glitch there.
It is much the same.
But I think they are pretty much the same as for Alison. So a very strong endorsement there, ladies. Thank you. Shall I hold for a moment just while we sort that technical issue? Just bear with us, folks. Is that an issue with the online element or?
You could maybe just read it out.
Yeah,
Should we read
I
it out?
can read them out. Yes, can someone give me those numbers? All right. All right, thank you. Look, we'll come back to just confirm those numbers, and I will move to resolution 5, and perhaps I will just read that in a bit more detail if we get to the resolution, if we're not back up. So resolution 4 was Cheryl.
No, these are the RSUs.
Oh, sorry, thank you very much. Gosh. Thank you. Resolution 4, I'm leaping ahead. Resolution 4 relates to the approval of the grant of restricted share units to Cheryl Hayman. Of course, Cheryl joined us only in March and wasn't part of the board when we IPO'd, and there was detail regarding the grants of RSUs to board members at that time. So resolution 4 then seeks shareholder approval to grant 97,972 restricted share units in respect of FY23 and further RSUs in respect of FY24 and 25 to Cheryl Hayman or her nominee pursuant to the RSU plan on the terms and conditions described in section 5. The resolution to be considered, I will read from the notice of meeting in the absence of the technical issue. So I'm just going to move. Sorry, Thank you. All right. So resolution 4, to consider and if thought fit, pass the following resolution as an ordinary resolution. That the issue of restricted share units under the FY23 RSU grant, the FY24 RSU grant and the FY25 RSU grant to Cheryl Hayman or nominee, details of which are set out in the explanatory memorandum, is approved under or for the purposes of listing rule 10.14 and for all other purposes. The directors, with Ms Hayman abstaining, unanimously recommend that the shareholders vote in favour of resolution 4. Okay, that is the resolution. Would anyone like to ask any questions or express any views in regard to this item? All right, no comments or questions were received. Can someone give me the number of those, of what it was? Because we're not currently able to display it on the screen.
Back.
It's back.
Oh, it's back. Well done. Thank you very much. All right, so those numbers are now displayed on the screen. Thank you. Before I move to resolution 5, could we pop, is it possible more to just pop back to show on the screen the proxy votes for resolution 3? Thank you, which was the re-election of Alison Loeb as director. So just so that you can see what that is on the screen. Thank you. And with that, we're caught up. So we will now move to resolution 5. Resolution 5 seeks shareholder approval for the issue of equity securities up to 10% of the issued capital of the company at the time of issue in accordance with listing rule 7.1A.2. Further details are set out in the explanatory statement attached to the notice of meeting. Would anyone like to ask a question or express a view on this item? All right, no comments or questions were received. Details of the direct and proxy votes that have been received are displayed on the screen. I now ask shareholders, proxy holders and corporate representatives holding yellow cards to complete the card if you have not already done so, to finalise your poll votes, as the poll will be closing shortly. Does anyone in the room want to have any cards, or are we? Yes, all right. I'll ask Glenn Rogers of Computershare to come forward, please, to collect the voting cards. Glenn will then forward these cards to the share registry for the conduct of the poll. Please put your voting card in the ballot box as it is brought around. If you do not have a pen or a pencil, please raise your card, raise your hand, and finally, if you have any questions to ask, please ask Glenn. Anyway, right. Are there any more cards to be collected? Any more? No. All right, I now can declare the poll closed. Computershare will now count the votes, and results will be available on the ASX platform later today. And as you can see from the direct and proxy votes received, all resolutions will pass by a majority. Do I have any further questions from the floor? All right. I would really like to thank everyone for attending today. And in addition, of course, just to once again thank our shareholders, our customers, our fabulous leadership team, and all of the staff at AI Media, our advisors and auditors, and Computershare. So, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our business for today, and I declare the meeting closed. Thank you.
Thank you.